has their own strengths and weaknesses. It depends on your needs and your budget, really.
Mhm.
Some popular ones are HubSpot, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp.
So do your research find the platform that works best for you? I'm curious about the practical side of this now. Our listeners are probably ready to start building. What's the best way to get started without getting overwhelmed?
My advice is to start small. Don't try to build the most complex automation right away. Pick one process in your business that could benefit from automation.
So maybe instead of trying to automate your entire sales funnel, you start with automating your welcome email sequence.
Perfect example. Once you've chosen your process, map out the steps involved, and then start building your automation tree in your CRM.
So break it down into those manageable chunks and build from there.
Mhm.
What are some other tips for creating really effective marketing automation trees?
Test and refine regularly. Monitor your results and make adjustments based on how your audience is responding.
So it's not set it and forget it. You got to be analyzing and optimizing. What are some key metrics to track to measure success?
It depends on your goals,
Hmm.
but some common ones are open rates, click-through rates, conversion rates, and customer engagement.
So like if our open rates are low, we might need to tweak our subject lines or sending times. And if our click-through rates are low, maybe we need to look at our content or our call to action.
Exactly, the data will guide you. Remember, marketing automation is a continuous learning process. The more you experiment, the better you'll get at creating those automations that deliver results.
I'm so inspired. But before we wrap up this deep dive, I want to touch on one final question. We talked about all this tactical stuff, but how does this tie back to the bigger picture of business growth and success?
That's a great question. Because marketing automation isn't just a tool to make your life easier, it can really fuel business growth in a lot of ways.
Okay, I'm all ears. How so?
Well, firstly, by automating repetitive tasks,
Yeah.
you're freeing up your team to focus on higher value activities like, building relationships, developing new products, or refining your marketing strategy.
So optimizing resources and making sure everyone's spending time on the most important stuff.
Exactly. Secondly, by creating those personalized experiences, you can increase customer satisfaction and loyalty, which leads to repeat business and positive word-of-mouth referrals.
So win-win. Better experience for customers and a boost to your bottom line.
Exactly. And lastly, by tracking and analyzing that automation data, you get really valuable insights into customer behavior. So you can continuously refine your messaging, your offerings, and your whole customer experience.
So it's not just automation for automation's sake. It's using data to make smart decisions and be customer-centric. This has been so insightful. I'm already thinking about how to apply this to my own work.
That's what we like to hear. And remember, the key is to start small, experiment, and iterate as you go. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to marketing automation.
Now, before we send our listeners off to build their automation empires, I want to touch on one last point from our source material. It's about staying human in this world of increasing automation. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a crucial point. Automation is powerful, but it's just a tool. It shouldn't replace human connection. The